What's up guys, Legomation Studio here back at you with another Bionicle classic review of the 2004 Metru Nui line. Today we'll be taking a look at a fan favorite, Toa Lhikan. As you know, he actually was a key important figure and character in the 2004 storyline, especially in the movie Legends of Metru Nui, and so he is a fan favorite. Now, when released, he was actually considered a limited edition, and he still is, so you're lucky to actually have this set in full piece. Now, why he was released with the Kikinalo Beast, I don't know. I mean, it was kind of a animal that had a big part in the movie, so I guess they decided to release them together, but nowhere in the movie or in the story does he ever ride one. But it made sense, and it still looked awesome. And I love the Kikinalo Beast, but we'll get to that later. As you know, I do actually have the box for this set. I got it with, if you remember, Den 4, Cub Scouts, yeah, Soul Nuts, and I was able to get this guy. Really awesome. And Toys R Us gift card, a whole bunch of other things. But that's how I was collecting Bionicle back then. I did it by selling nuts and Cub Scouts. And then I became a Boy Scout, then I became an Eagle Scout. Totally awesome the way things planned out. But see, Bionicle had a big part of my childhood. It wasn't even just in toys. I got it. For everything. Big part of my childhood. Anyways, I'm excited to review this set because I loved this Toa figure. He's a legendary Toa. Let's take a look at the box quickly, shall we? It looks different from the other boxes because it's not really dark. It's light background. We kind of see a glimpse of Metru Nui in the back. Not exactly. We have Lhikan actually riding the board over here. Lhikan riding the Kikinalo. Lhikan and the Kikinalo separately because we kind of get a size comparison. It says Metru Nui, the saga that year, Toa Lhikan and Kikinalo. It meant for ages 7 and up. It had 214 pieces and I believe the price was $30, which is kind of a knockoff. But because it was a limited edition, they rounded up and made it $30, so it was good for your money. I mean, I'd say it was $30. You have a Toa, which is usually $10, and then a Beast, which you could round up to $20. So, yeah, $30 price tag makes sense. Alright, on the back, we have Lhikan, the fact that you can put his board together, like so. We have them separately, the actual little disc number, which you could use for points on Bionicle.com, the Kanoka Club, if you don't remember. I had a lot of these, actually. Don't know what happened. I've never really used it. On the side, we have an advertise for the other 3 Titans released that year. Nivokt, Interagaduma, Nidiki, and Kreka. Really awesome. On the top, we have a further advertise because if you remember on the other boxes and instruction manual, we were just given a big black DVD case with a number 2. But by now, we'd actually seen the trailer for the movie and they released the actual cover of the DVD right here, Bionicle 2, Legends of Metru Nui. It looked awesome. I was so excited. I loved this movie and I loved the music. Maybe I should do movie reviews. That would be cool. If I have time, I might do movie reviews because I could rip all the movies and review them. That'd be fun. Thinking in the future, but let's not think about that now. So, yeah, pictures of the movie. Really cool. 2004, fall 2004. Yeah, it's fall 2004 in a bunch of languages. It's interesting why they had to do that so many times. Miramax film, VHS, DVD. Really awesome. Do we have anything else to really look at? No. Do we have an instruction booklet? No. Ah, crap. Well, we'll save you guys that as well. Let's move on and take a look at Toa Lhikan. Alright, here we have Toa Lhikan. Now, Toa Lhikan had the average body, actually the exact same body build of the Toa Metru that year. It was totally awesome, totally unique and new in design. If we want to quickly compare it to Vakama, I know he's missing a foot, I just realized that, but the point is we're just doing a quick comparison. You can see it's the exact same, except instead of one solid color, we have gold and dark red, which looked so cool! Because who wouldn't like a gold and red figure? Anyways, that was just a quick comparison. We released gold with Takanuva, and that was the last time we ever had gold. And they put gold on all important characters, so you knew that this guy must have an important part in the storyline. Quickly, we'll just take a look at the Toa Metru build, why not? As you can see, we'll take off the arms really quickly and the front part. The gears would be inside of this cool double piece, this double-sided chest. Here, can you zoom in and focus? It was 2 pieces here with a gear piece that would go inside, kind of like we had with the Toa Mata build, but I would say even cooler. Let's take off this front piece if we can. So what was really cool is that the gears were not exposed, and in this they were actually black. In the others we had gray, but this was cool because they were black, just kind of, you know, changing it up with this Toa, because we would know that he's a little different. But they would put chess pieces on front that would hide up the gears and make it look more biomechanical, because it would look cool. You could actually see the gears rotating inside, which they continued to do as they made the movies. So really awesome, gave it a more biomechanical feel to it, to the Toa, which was really awesome. Then we have the torso connector here, which was average for that year. The regular limbs, which were double-sided socket pieces. We were given gold and red and gold feet, gold armor. Just, this set like popped and made your eyes look at it and go, wow. Because gold and red is just a cool combination for that year especially. He has the Matoran that year limbs. Ooh, the cool armor. Let's just take a look at one of them really quickly. These were kind of the shoulder armor released that year. A little different, what am I saying, a little different? Very different from the Toa Nuva armor, because it had an extended piston kind of piece that went into a leg armor that we got over here, design that just kind of was similarly used in the shoulder armor. So very cool Lego. I loved that they did that. Then made them look really cool and just as armored, if not more armored and more cool and badass looking as a Toa Mata. These were also the first Toa release that had bendable limbs. So he looked really cool. He had the build of the other Toa Metru, so we weren't like, you know, in the dust with the new Toa build. It was still the same build, but with gold and red, you knew that he had an important part. Now, the Toa, he wasn't really, did he have an element? Was he a Toa of fire? I don't exactly know. He wasn't a Toa of light or anything. But he had the mask that we soon would find out after his sad death into a Turaga. I know, so sad if you've seen the movie. Spoiler alert, I shouldn't have said that. But he actually, quick story, you know, interesting fact, is that when he died, this mask was given to Vakama, who, once Vakama became a Turaga, noticed that Jaller, yes, when they resurrected all the Matoran, Jaller had his mask broken, so he gave him this mask. And although it looks more like Toatahu's mask in yellow, that's what that mask is supposed to be. So Jaller actually wears Lhikan's mask. Just kind of an interesting fact if you didn't know that. So, very cool. But let's look at the weapons. Now, the weapon is, man, it's really awesome. Because not only are these big spears, kind of serrated edges with spikes, and a cool piston here that looks really cool, but they would also fit together perfectly. These little notches would go together like so, and you could make a frickin' board. Now, we were given a lava board with Toatahu of the Toa Nuva, but we had never been given an actual board piece until now, and so this was really cool. Throughout the movie, he uses this, and although in the movie it has more color to it, it's not just silver, this was still a cool piece. And so what you could do is you could actually use it as an actual weapon here and attach it like so. So he could actually hold it and use it as a shield, not just two separate weapons. Or, even cooler, let's make it an actual board. Let me attach it to his foot here, like so. And so there he could actually ride off on it. Now that was cool. I don't know what's cooler. A cool function to use his weapons for. I believe the other Toa Metru that year also had similar functions where their weapons could fit. So he could fly off on his board because it would levitate, but really awesome function there. Really cool design, Lego. Just gives more mobility and more playability, honestly, for this set, which is a good idea, because back then they needed kids to be interested, and they still do, but Hero Factory is just not the same. Bionicle was so innovative back then. Anyways, really cool. Let's get a close-up look of the mask for you guys, just because I like to include everything. So, yeah, similar to Toatahu's mask a little bit, except we have more indents and clear cuts on the side. It's in gold, if you have not noticed already. But really cool. We have the new axle peg, which we were given with the masks, because if you remember, with the Toa Mata and the Toa Nuva, their mask would always fall off because they were this thin little bump. But now we were actually given an axle piece that would fit right in the face and it wouldn't fall off easily. You'd have to actually take it off. We were also given the new Toa Metru head that we were introduced and given for quite a lot of sets after that, with a yellow, clear eyeball coloring. Really cool. They'd also make them stick out more so light could hit it, and the mask didn't cover all of it, and you could actually see his eyes light up, sort of. I don't know if you can see that in the camera at all. Are his eyes lighting up? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so really cool. Even the camera picks it up, so that's totally awesome. But alright, enough about Lhikan. I feel like I've spent a lot of time. Sorry, I've had a lot of coffee today. I feel like I've spent a lot of time looking at him. Let's just look at Kikinalo, the other part of this set. Yeah. Alright, the Kikinalo beast. This is gonna take a while to look at. So innovative, so many pieces. Let's try to get this as best as we can. I love the Kikinalo beast. It looks just like it did in the movie, with this horn sticking out, but just such a creative use of pieces. Let's just kind of go down and move upward, shall we? Let's look at the legs. Now, the legs use so many pieces intricately. We are given a kind of Toa Mata foot in gray, a Borak foot in black, and two Borak eyes to kind of give it that final nice foot look. Then here we are given a piston shape on the back that would connect to another two Borak eyes, and then a Toa Metru armor in silver. We have a, not a Viscerock, a Rakshi limb in gray that would attach to another part of the leg here. So this was the first part of the leg. Now this part was even cooler. We had a Technic piece here that would attach to two gray hand pieces that would attach to a black one here and kind of fit onto the actual body. We were given a second piece for mobility and for more kind of structure, because without this, it wouldn't really stand up. It would fall easily and be wimpy. And so we were introduced with this idea for the rest of Bionicle and even into Hero Factory, where they would attach a second attachment so that way the figure could stand up more and look less wimpy. We were given a little Matoran limb for that year as well. On the side, we were given we got this piece for the Throwbots, for the Rocky, and we were given it again in Kikinalo. All the Rocky and Beasts kind of had these pieces, very piston-looking shape that would get out and become this kind of axle rod. Then we were given a Rakshi back in kind of a lighter than gunmetal color that we were given with Makuta, but a little lighter. Really cool. Another Borak eye piece. So really cool leg design. I mean, back then this was pretty cool and new and innovative. It's the same for the other side as well. Really awesome. So once they connected to the torso, we would move upwards, and we kind of had a similar body build to what we had with Nivok, but in black we have the coat hanger pieces, another Toa Metru armor. See, you could tell, back then Lego and Bionicle, they really cared about making sure there was enough armor to make it not look bad, and they did that. I mean, another one of these might have looked cool here, but that could have been overkill. They put enough armor on this as they did. As we'll see on the back, we are given a Toa Nuva front chest plate on its back, so that way, you know, a figure could sit on here and not totally wreck his butt from sitting on a
butt shield.
Exactly. It's like, you know, what you would put on a horse to sit on a horse, except in this case it's like a gunmetal Toa Nuva.
You mean a saddle?
Yeah, it's like a saddle, exactly. So, really cool. It connects upward into a cooler body build. Let's take this off really quickly. As you can see, it goes into 3 pieces and stretches outward. They kind of did this for a bunch of Titans in the 2004-2005 line, as you'll see with Rudaka and Kitangu and a bunch of the other guys, and Sidorak. But they kind of did this build with Rahi pieces that would go outward. Let's put this back. Wait, was it like this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Sweet. So on the back, we were given a black Rakshi foot. Now on the side, we would move outward onto the arms. Take a look at those. Also, we have a silver Matoran body piece that we got that year as his front chest plate. Very cool. On the side, we are given the Rakshi limb piece with 2 silver Borak eyes, a black Winua armor that we were given with the Toa Metru on a shoulder armor. Then we are given a Toa Metru limb piece here that would connect to an actual hand with another Borakal eye here. Very cool. And then he had the claws that are used throughout the rest of the years that are just really awesome. The Onua claws as his claws, as the Kikinalo Beast claws. And then we have the same for the other arm, so pretty symmetrical, but I like symmetry. With the Hordika, they made them non-symmetrical, and I didn't really like that. I like symmetry, and they did that very well in this set. Let's take a look at your head, Kikinalo. Looks just like it does in the movie. It has these two pieces that we were given in 2003 weapons. I believe it came with the rock sheet. And we were given these red, clear Borak eyes, then silver ones, and then another silver one here. His horn, you can see, is made of Liwa Nuva's weapon. If we can take it out here. Oh, we can't. Smart. You know why? They put a peg in it so that way he doesn't fall out. Even more awesome, Lego. Way to be innovative. Anyways, yeah. That's what the second horn is, besides the little Borak eyes, that we have Liwa Nuva's weapon. So, really, really cool. The way you connect is just by one of these ball joints here. You'll connect to his head like so, and boom. Awesome. So, the Kikinalo beast pretty much is the Kikinalo beast that kicks ass. It's Kikinalo kicking ass. Kick-ass Kikinalo. It's kind of funny. Anyways, I love the way it looks. It kind of, you have to bend it over because you have to remember it's a beast, so it kind of walks like this. So, really awesome, very cool. A 5 out of 5 Rahi creature. But now let's get Lhikan on top and give it our overall rating. Alright, so here we have the Kikinalo beast and Toa Lhikan, ready to kick booty. If I were to rate it, I'd give it a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, because Lhikan is awesome, the Kikinalo beast is totally awesome, and when Lhikan is on top ready to ride into the sunset, it looks like a great, fantastic set put together by yours truly, Lego and Bionicle. So, do you like the Kikinalo set? Is it your favorite out of the Titans? I still really like Nadiki because he's different, but this is different too. And the amount of pieces that are in a Kikinalo beast make up for the price tag of $30. So, I'm sure you can find it on Amazon, eBay. It's a limited edition though, so it probably goes for even more. But really awesome. Thanks for watching the 2004 Titan reviews. Next up, we will be reviewing Rudaka, Sidorak, Kitangu, all of the Hordika era Titans. But until then, we'll see you guys later. And this is Lego Mation Studios Bionicle Classic Reviews. For right now, signing off.